It's just that when I smoke, I think, and I'm always smoking. What if I was born white instead of black? Would Caucasians still talk shit behind my back? Would I jack, pack a pistol, or ever sell crack? Attack an enemy, or walk laps around the track? How would I act if one time cut me extra slack? Would I still blow my dough or be disciplined and stack? I wonder, what type of roof would I live under? My moms and pops together or my family asunder? Most likely, be close to the ones that's most likely. Spiky flat tops that dislike Spike Lee. The fact of the matter, the blacker the batter. The fatter the penis with that yak in the bladder. Would I be humble or still wild and ready to rumble? Crumble chronic and guzzle yak till I stumble. If an if was a fifth, I could knock it down swift. And that ain't an if or a myth. But what if, what if? What if Pops would've never copped that house for sale, and instead bought one with a Damu's dwell? I can tell, I just know myself too well. I be still banged out, giving keyways hell. When I fail with the big homies coming post bail. And Michelle, will she still be in the Norvale or my mail? Would I still prevail in them shootouts and love to smell the discharged shells? I bet I'd still be a ride on the set. Squabbing, can't stand to see the homies on the wet. Whacked out, looped up so much he black out. Would I ride in a county jail ride or tracked out? Hit the blood module or walk the main line? Claim mine with tattoos, throwing up gang signs. What if Pac would've never fell in love with a Glock? Would we still had these thugs that bang from no block? What if? What if Eve would've never been deceived? Would we still rob and kill, fornicate and thieve? I believe it'd be perfect with no purpose to grieve. Some say that I'm a dreamer and a little bit naive. What if I didn't have such a gorgeous gift? Would I have to lift boxes on the graveyard shift? Would the war be so wicked with war? Would niggas get to hang that couldn't kick it before? Would Bin Laden had a been rotten? Still hot and plotting, Armageddon on this modern day sodden? Not in a million years could we predict the pleasure if a man didn't think with his dick. Perhaps we'd be living in a world without straps, claps and kidnaps, no gangster raps. And that's the only thing that make me think twice about if being switched, cause I do it so nice. What if? Nigga don't control none of this shit. That's what if though. I've been through a few storms, but I always knew Emmanuel would see me through. He always do. It get more hard to cry every day go by. I ain't gon' lie, that's why I stay so high. I'm an artist, working at perfecting his pictures, drinking liquor when I should be searching the scriptures. I keep a lone chrome. I ain't trying to get my dome blown while I get my dome blown. I was homegrown. Mama may have and Papa may got, but I'm a man, I can't just stay at they spot. You sitting on your ass, saying you wishing you had it. I'm at my kid's school paying tuition. They say it take a village to raise them from a knee high, but drop them off and let them go live with Eli. Put food on the table, I ain't looking for help. I can bring home the bacon and cook it myself.
Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child that been born with was born alone to die alone.
top of all the worries that she already carried, mom's had me by a man that was already married. That's the circumstances into which I fell. Father Abraham ain't lived with Ishmael. Keep my balance through the troubles I challenge. Such a faithful steward, always gotta double my talents. That's why I go so hard to see my whole 9 yards. Lost time, the low did more than 4 behind bars. I said it, I did it. I'm breaded, I get it, I'm with it. I'm a prophet, they just scared to admit it. I was born alone to die alone. I get high alone, and ain't nothing like your own when you buy a home. Rolling Stone might see me in Miami. No Grammy, but I'm eating and feeding my family. Made a mess. Seen so many die for less, you call it luck. Why can't it just be I'm blessed?
Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child back in home zone. Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child back in home zone. Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child back in home zone. Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child back in home zone.
Can God bless a young nigga when he's obsessed with making money and murder in the process? I confess I'm dirty and dishonest. Listen to my flesh and ignore my conscience. The way I was raised ain't nothing like I am these days. 10 years ago they said I was going through a phase, but amazed a nigga ain't changed his ways. I still smokes and drinks and thanks to crime pays. The lust of the flesh got me brushing with death. I hustle too much to ever suffer the stress of being broke. I'm banged out, fuck trying to hang out, slang out the back door. I smoking my brains out, accustomed to busting, put trust into nothing but dollars and cents with dishonest attempts to make more and take more. Make no mistakes though, I'm sick in the head and I lick for the bread.
Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child back in home zone. Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child back in home zone. Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child back in home zone. Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child back in home zone.
Getting hard trying to live in this land, Lord. I'm sick of paying rent, I wanna be the landlord. Not too many children in my section 8 last night. Lights out, they on section 8. We get constipated from that government cheese. Paying taxes, steady get a government cheese. Don't nothing change no matter who we vote for. So why waste time even going to try to vote for? When you grind so hard, you supposed to see profit. Why we so broke? We supposed to be prophets. We never had a choice on coming to America. I feel something real bad is coming to America. I don't write the mayor, they say I got a right to, but I don't even know where a nigga supposed to write to. I keep my chest up and head to the sky until the day I burn or head to the sky.
There was many bad days. Lord, I've had hills to climb and sleepless nights. But when I look around and see what you've done for me, I'll say thank you, Lord, and I won't complain. Yeah, no.
I'm no devil, I know that I'm God's son, but I still smoke weed with my godson. And even though they say the woman is the backbone, we just wanna see them laying on their backbone. Thumb through the word, but you know what's confusing? Between the experts, it's so much confusion. I want it all, for all that I care about. I want a ball, that's all that I care about. Travel 50 states, broke 48 laws. Ran across a book called 48 Laws. Some say it's bad, some say it's a good book. I say it ain't got nothing on the good book. I ain't tripping on going to the motherland. On the other hand, I like to buy my motherland. What price can we all get peaceful? Stay at war and swear that we peaceful.
Many good days and bad days. I've had some hills to climb and Lord, sleepless nights. When I look around and see what you've done for me, I'll say thank you, Lord. I won't complain.
What's wrong? Can't we all get along? Wanna buy a home, but can't get along. I'm trying to stay focused and write the right rhymes, cause these days everybody write rhymes. My uncle went to the rehab, hooked on morphine. It seems he came out even more fiend. Don't wanna see cuz die or blood bleed. We all lose every time black blood bleed. Holla Hail Mary, a light no candle, but I'm still trying to handle what I so it's ample. Watch me, you won't need no example. Crucial situation, my life in a crisis. Need to trade my life in for crisis. Please forgive me for what I did last night. I don't know, this might be my last night.
Neighborhood Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch.
My nigga Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider low.
Spider Low. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
You are now in the black box with the homie Spider Low, the most eastiest. Facts over feelings, keeping it a Google Plex. Feel my campaign.
Spider low, wake and bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
I can't think without a whole zone. It's almost gone, but don't think about the ozone. I ain't ate all day, but I'm so blown. Tell the DJ to throw on a slow song. My life is what the po-po press for. South Central is so stressful. In the city of the bombest herbs. The only way to loc know the calmest nerves. Females say I'm a conceited nothing. No good, only call when in need of something. It's a thin line between the love and the lust. Should never have young cuz in the cuffs. Gotta be cool with them first advances. Working in these uncertain circumstances. Fake ballin' had you broke with a buzz. Pump your brakes, come smoke one with us. And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us.
Come on.
Come smoke one with us.
Come on.
And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us. Come smoke one with us. I get high as the heights that I'm reaching to. Put a few in the air for Big Meech and Blue. Grind hard through the middle of the night. Shit, I might see a little of the light. I never sleep, barely get some rest. I swallow my blood before I hit some stress. Roscoe's on the east, a hit the west for jacks. Pockets fat, I just hit for racks. Yeah, that's where I can get some clothes at too. It's already one and it closed at 2. Fast lane, ballin' out, racing the range. Gangbanger, all about chasing the change. I'm icy, judge and the jury ain't trying to see the judge and the jury. Eastie represent the E&S, but I still Baymac like BMF. And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us.
Come on.
Come smoke one with us.
Come on.
And we can get high, y'all.
Yeah.
Never know
When we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us. Listen, come smoke. Hey, look. Get money every day like it's no thing. Buy a zone of that cushion, smoke the whole thing. Rolled up deuces, carry 4-5. Off a half a gram of kush, but we so high. South Central where they murder with no alibi. Do walk-ups and don't respect drive-bys. We some young killers, still some fly guys. Neighborhood near Puzzle and SPI. We rich roller coaster cribbing, that's our lifestyle. And that explains why my neck and wrist iced out. Smoke big blunts, and ride luxury. A nigga beat his bitch up cause she was fucking me. And then I beat the pussy up and told her it'll be alright, just tell me every time he mention me. Yeah, and that's just how it's meant to be. It's an in-hood thing, Slauson after century. Yeah.
and we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us.
Come on.
Come smoke one with us.
Come on.
And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all.
Come on.
Come smoke one with us.
Come on.
Come smoke one with us.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Come smoke one with cuz. Come smoke one with cuz. And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with cuz. Come smoke one with cuz. I got that fan on. Is it loud? It's loud to me. But I think I've gotten away with it before without it picking up. I don't want it to be a distraction because I've also had it to where it has been a distraction. So I ain't quite sure. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Can y'all hear it? If y'all can hear the fan, would you say something to VJ Keyway? I know you can't raise your hand, but still give me a emoji so I can know one way or the other. That's on my mother's mother, no other. True blue for death though, that's my color. Ask my brother, my daughter, you know I love her. Her daughter, you know I love her. There is none other like her. It's on my mother. What it do, y'all? VJ Keyway in the black box door like Baymac Avelli on this Baymac activity. Easy call like the days done got man. You know the game today is bag chasing. So I'm part of the bag chasing, and I chase more than one bag, and the chase done got kind of hard to juggle. Not hard. Let me take that back. This is a beautiful thing. It's just been impossible to keep a set schedule, and that's why I didn't want to commit myself to one, which I've been telling y'all for the longest. So, because mine fluctuate. You never know when you hustling. When it's gonna call over here, have more control over this bag than any other bag. So I appreciate y'all for being patient with me and showing up when I show up. Oh my mama, let's get to this word of the day. Oh my mama, I like this word of the day. Grubstake, to provide with material assistance such as a loan for launching an enterprise or for a person in difficult circumstances. The government of America provided a grubstake for its citizens through stimulus packages. We got a grubstake. I hope you grubbing on your steak, but don't eat it all, because the chips gonna fall And then you're gonna have to find a new way to ball. I don't know if unemployment gonna call and say, I got some more dollars for y'all. You better stall out all that spending, try to do some stacking. In the end, that's the way you gonna be winning. Told you that from the beginning, it's a marathon. Marijuana-thon should carry on, cause it continues. The message that I send you is eat up all the dollars, every one on the menu. Oh, blah, 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 blah. What it do, Google gang? You know me, I'ma just keep a Google. Be about my marathon at all costs, love life, don't get mad. I'ma get money in the process. It's Thursday, but on my mama, it still feel like a Friday on the set though, like.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. Banging me some OJs, thinking about the old days. Kicking my feet up just like a ball. I'm thinking it's Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up. Oh yeah.
Stuff a marathon OG and the Russian cream. Whole team counting thousands, it was just a dream. Big blunts to the neck, get me high quick. In the trap, watching shotters on the 5-stick. 4K, 60-something on the inside. Pastrami and chili on the French fries. Piecing up for the homies on the inside. Evil East side, in hood, could've been died. Liberated, cause the paid lawyer litigated. Mitigated, keep the cognac refrigerated. Getting faded in the 5-star, niggas hate it. Last time I demonstrated it was nickel plated. He ain't had no win against the 4 fin. Just went on one, and I'm down to go again. But then, I'd rather sip tequila. Kick my feet up, turn the beat up, never put my heat up on E.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. Banging me some OJs, thinking about the old days. Kicking my feet up just like a boss do. Yeah. I'm thinking it's Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up. Oh yeah.
Big hands on a baseball cap, I'm from the Mac. Styrofoam cup full of Remy Martin, all cognac, no taste. I used to duct tape the 38. Riders hanging out where it ain't safe on a Tuesday. Patron bottles, Magnum hollers, we get it in. Active like every day, not only on the weekend. Baby say she can't swim, just put your feet in. Take a shot of this tequila and stay away from the deep end. But depth though, I'm too deep in. Mafia, on that BS, Blue Smurf and Baby Spotter. Gold rag around my neck or in my pocket, can't give it up. Blam on me in the function, wish I would put it up. Got me turned up, thinking about the old days. Homie and op, remember all my head up fast. But then, I'd rather chill and kick my feet up. Mafias and ECs, the real riders link up.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. Banging me some OJs, thinking about the old days. Kicking my feet up.
Just like a boss do, yeah. I see BS up in this thing. Blue Smurf, what up, Lo? I think we got a succession scheduled next week, cuz. Need you to come to the lab, bro. We need about, we almost at the finish line. Yeah, I'm straight, Crip. You straight? I seen somebody say something about Yummy up in here. Yummy in this thing? Oh, my mama. Yummy used to be like the #1 supporter around this joint. The whole super chat, supporting, just being in the chat room, being faithful. The Black Box was built on the back of Yummy being in this thing, making it seem like it's a place to be, commenting, keeping the chat room lit, making sure the other chat members felt at home, like they was a part of something. And I'm a part of a group chat on Instagram that Yummy's a part of, and she hasn't been active in the group chat as far as posting as much as she normally does. She's basically been absent from there as well. But I do notice from time to time, it says, you know how I tell you who's seen the message? She's seen it and she's liked it. So I already know her heart and where her head and her mind is at. So I know she with us and she'll be back. Whatever she going through, we love you. Google Gang, she the queen of this. It ain't gonna change until she say so. So if she ain't in here, I saw somebody say her name, but I don't know where she at. But she around, cause like I say, we got a group chat and IG where we post shit and laugh and talk. She don't be saying nothing, but every now and then she'll like something. So I know she Gucci, she to the good. I'm not concerned about her. On my mama, I have been concerned for a little while because it just got so used to her being around and getting down a certain way. You notice when things change, and I was just hoping she was straight. So I know she's straight. Undoubtedly going through some things that are abnormal. So we gonna let her have her time, have her space. But one more time, Yummy, wherever you at from the Google Gang, we miss you, appreciate you, we love you. On my mama. And in the meantime, if y'all don't mind, I got a message from the OG of the West Coast, the Don Mega himself, Ice Cube. Check him out.
Yo, what's up? This the homie Cube. I just want to talk to y'all, man. You know, straight up, no filter, no news, no nothing. Just straight up, me to you. You know, a lot of people think I've been on one for these last few months, ever since George Floyd was killed. But I've been on one my whole career, so this shit ain't nothing new. You know, I felt like I've been ahead of the curve, and I've been waiting for people to catch up. We got shit to do, man. You know, it's an election coming up. I don't think neither party respect what we need done to close this wealth gap. And I think we gotta use our vote, this black vote, as a fucking tool. You know, some call it a weapon to get what we want. Don't matter which party give it to us. Somebody got to get behind the contract with Black America. It's very broad. It deals with a lot of our pain, and it helps us catch up. You know, me, I ain't got nothing else I'm doing or passionate about but some change. You know, I don't give a damn about a movie or a fucking record or none of that shit. I care about changing the situation for black people in this country. And I want people, you know, to get behind it. You know, we got a short window. This is it. We don't get it now, it might be another fucking 30 years before we get any of this. We got to go for it now. It ain't no time to play. You know, I don't want my kids, grandkids, great grandkids, anybody after that to have to deal with this bullshit. We got to change it now. Straight up. We got to get serious. We got 92 days to push this program. I need all hands on deck. This your homeboy Ice Cube. You'll be hearing from me.
On my mama, I ain't finna act like I'm finna run out and register to vote. I'm gonna just keep it to Google with y'all. I would love to jump on here and say, man, you know what? I'm finna vote. But But on God, this the first time in my life I felt motivated to vote. Only reason I probably didn't feel motivated to vote when Obama was up, keeping it a Google, because from the first time I heard Obama's name, which was a long time before a lot of y'all did, just because I remember how I found out about him years before he was coming. First time I knew he had anything presidential associated with his name as far as potential or possibilities, my gut, I was convinced immediately he was going to be the president. I didn't feel motivated that my vote may be needed to assist that to happen. However, I thought this. I had that same exact feeling about Hillary based upon her opponent being the dump truck, and I just knew. I just knew he wasn't gonna win. Mr. Apprentice, love to grab the punani, and so many other things that made him unfit for a presidential position. I just assumed I had the same. Every president that has won my whole life, I was 100% sure they were. I've never been surprised at the outcome or the announcement of an election, presidential election. I have never been surprised except for when the dump truck won. I went to sleep that night knowing that in the morning they were going to announce Hillary winning. I was totally shocked. The only other shocking experience I can remember is when they had to recount in Florida for the Bush thing. And that was crazy. I believe it was Mondale he was running against, or was it Clinton? I ain't sure, but they were running against one another. And the same way we get the presidential announcement every 4 years, the official winner, the one you guys, I don't know how old you are, but every 4 years you see the election and you see an announcement of the winner. The same way you have seen it every time, we got an announcement that Bush had lost. The whole world. It was a done deal. The same way we get all the rest of the announcements, Bush had lost, and whether it was Clinton or Mondale, I can't quite recall, the opponent had won. That was it. That was the official report put out across the whole world. I'm going to tell you how big a gangster the Bush is. The Bushes are. On my mama. Bush cousin or something like that was the mayor of Florida. The governor of Florida. He ran Florida. So after the official announcement went out to the whole world that Bush had lost, check me out, y'all. This was him trying to go for a second term in office. And if it wasn't a second term in office, it was a second term. This was a second term in office he was going for. I believe. I always want to be factual. I believe it was a second term in office that he was attempting to go for. And after the official announcement came out that he had lost, all of a sudden, they did a recount in the state that his cousin was the governor of, which was Florida. They did the recount, and what do you know? Lo and behold, after the recount, Bush won the election. That was the craziest things I saw up until the shock I received when I found out that the dump truck won. But now that the fact that Cube is spoken up, remember I told y'all when he first was skipping out on the Good Morning America, I'm like, the Cube I know would have used that platform to say something quite piercing, and he didn't. And if there was any disappointment I had in the whole scenario, not in Cube personally, but the fact that it didn't go the way I would have wished, because I know he playing chess like myself, and when you're playing chess and not checkers, sometimes your moves might look elementary or inappropriate to the outside looker. But I trust Cube because I know where his heart at, because he raised me off his lyrics, especially on these such subjects. So you remember when he was just taking this opportunity to not go on Good Morning America because he was saying today is not a good day. I was thinking that was kind of passive, but you know what? I trust and believe that he knows how careful. You see how they just did Kanye. And had he gone on Good Morning America, the Cube I know would not have been able to be politically correct whatsoever. But since I said that, it seems as he has even realized, and he has used his social media platform quite effectively to press a whole lot of truth and express his position and our position collectively in these times. And I've been noticing that they've been a lot of people, headlines have been called, they've even called him anti-Semitic and a lot of things. And he's addressed a lot of the things. And so when I saw him say what he's saying now, I just want to say anybody who might be teeter-tottering on voting, thinking about it, kind of like, and really can make the decision to go, this might be the time on my mama. I ain't pushing nobody. I ain't Mr. Rock the Vote to keep it a Google. I ain't even sure that the vote even matter. But with all that being said, you hear what the Don Mega said. You know what times we are in. I know the legacy I want to leave for my offspring. I know where we have come from. It's obvious where we are now. It's obvious to see what just went down. We got action. When you talk about momentum and the pendulum swinging one way or the other, we have gotten real recent evidence that all is not lost. There is a heart and a conscience in the world in general, including America, that we can appeal to and impress upon to affect some change. So, salute to the Don Mega, Ice Cube, O'Shea, Jackson. Oh, mama.
Oh yeah. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Bay Mac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it. We gon' live it. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag.
100,000 feel like something when you're thumbing through it. Done it when some would say one would be dumb to do it. Running circles round rappers on their last lap. PayPal perhaps. Ass cap the cash app. Ass app is how I expect the next direct deposit. Positivity love phone posits check the closet. To say we touching paper is an understatement. Underground label running late, tell them run the payment. Executive decisions, check the balance. Time to monetize the talents, I accept the challenge. Memory a crazy tune, 111 days. Loco for my days, 97 ways.
97 ways we gon' live it. You can tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Bay Mac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it. We gon' live it. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag.
Unable to fake it, fuck how they take it. Heard about the meeting, I was able to make it. Just sick of watching Sherm heads squabble each other while the judge steady handing out lottery numbers. It go down year round, ain't gotta be summer. Life's a bitch and niggas never get apologies from her. Dumber, big and little homies frequently locking. Don't see no other options, that's the reason they flocking. SPI ain't the nigga, how you figure fat? Gift the gab, every gig get a bigger bag. Either name your price or it's appropriation. Finesse game, nigga nice with negotiations.
97 ways we gon' live it. You can tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Bay Mac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it.
Live it. 97 ways we gon' live it. Oh, my mama, I had something I was gonna say. That shit, skipped my mind. It had something to do with the last thing we was talking about, but I ain't really tripping on my mama. But you know, on my mama neighborhood, y'all can stop asking me what I think, what I feel. I don't know what it is, what is hard for y'all to understand about keeping it to Google, sticking to the script, and being about principles. It don't change. On my mama, I got so many people in my DM talking about, so what you got to say? They sending me the link talking about, so what you got to say about Undercat? Is he wrong for what he doing? He on the stand for the DA. Thunder Rat, on my mama, he all bad, all foul. Rest in peace to the late, great Keyway Christ neighborhood Nip. He died. Listen to what I'm trying to tell y'all, cuz. According to Thunder Rat himself, on my mama, cuz, listen to me, cuz. I'm from Torn the Thumb to the Income as a historical legendary member. On my mama. 6 O's, my section, if y'all know. Those that know. Don't know, this ain't really none of your business. But since you asking me about what I think or feel about Thundercat on the stand on behalf of the prosecution in the murder trial, this is why we keep it at Google and we go facts over feelings. Cause feelings, seeing the person that you know took the QA Christ from us, had a deck stacked against him. Feelings, oh, it's a beautiful feeling on my mama. But the fact is, it's foul according to the contract we signed when we involved ourselves in such activities. If you understand the Kiwi Christ passed, he lost his life in the process of upholding the exact fundamental principle according to the G code tippy tip that neighborhood nip was. This is what he was trying to speak up on. According, I listened to it. I hear Thunder Rat on the stand detailing, giving names, government names. He's giving street names. He's telling the position of cars when they pulled up, telling what time, what the cat hopped out, hopped back in. He did this, he did that. I would have did this. I felt the bad vibe. He's a rat on my mama. Some cats would blow my mind. I know since the homie passed, he been right there matriculating, doing what he do, right there doing videos on Crenshaw and Slauson. And the game done got so watered down, he might get away with that for the rest of his life. This is why you hear me and TMC the record saying, won't get a chance to do me, can't let a rat do me like they did my nigga Thundercat. And you got a bona fide rat prosecution witness that made a public statement that he's a Bebop Watch killer. Subsequently, allegedly, some Bebop Watch came and shot him in his ass. And now he calling me out. Supposedly in the hood with the homies. On my mama. This the game. This the game that we in. This is what it then came to. So Cash can get on the stand. You can't never put me off nothing that I ain't got put on. Nigga. All I ever did was put on. You don't realize you got a whole lot. You have not ever earned one strike. Boy, I know you. You from my set. It might be a few others, but I'm Mr. 9-7. Anybody from 9-7 gonna know that, bruh. From my generation, everybody know who is that. You know who Baby SPI is. Imagine a grandfather showing up 10 years late, trying to participate. Ain't got no stripes. You owe all that time. You still don't have the right to leave. Get your permission. Mr. One Man ain't bigger than everything. Trying to make them little queerdo quotes, hoping, praying, wishing somebody would jump on your bandwagon. All for the One Man Gang. He mad at the Mr. One Man Gang. It's the same clown you used to see in the hood. No motivation, no prompting. Spray paint on the wall. G-Unit crib. And then, due to my probation and catching the case in Arizona, I was forced to live in Arizona for the good part of a year. By chance, that same year, the Drew League, which is a semi-pro basketball league that a lot of NBA players participate in, chose, or they used the gym in my neighborhood to play basketball, and this is a league that Doja frequents. So Doja was coming to my hood, to a park in my hood, to play basketball weekly for quite some time. At the time when I first knew about it, the creator placed me in Arizona so I wouldn't react off impulse. I had a lot of people motivating me, just say the word, we'll shut that down, whatever. However, Mr. G-Unit Crip Whack Wall Killer found himself at the park, hopping on Doja nuts, shaking his hands, talking to him. I guess hoping for an opportunity, hoping for a chance. He ended up on Whack No 100 Nuts too down the long line. But anyway, back to the subject at hand. Your boy Thunder Rat, it's all back. It's a bad eye. I guess sometimes people be in the game and such a great loss, they feel like it's worth everything. They just throwing it on the table. But yeah, cuz a rat, you giving it all up. No questions asked. It is what it is. I don't know what else to say about it. On my mama. The culture we from, even when it comes to the shitty cuz, we'd rather see you out here than in there. It's just period, bottom line. On my mama, and we not going to participate in anything, no matter what it has to do with, period, if it's going to cause you to perhaps even be more likely to be in there than out here. We don't get down. I'm not saying this is how I go for child molesters and rapists. If you want to know if there's any exception to the rules, there they go. When it came to the tricky trick type peace ambassador thing, that's a whole different thing. Some people involved in what we call ourselves involved in, and then by randomly doing some horrific foul, and then subsequently a precious soul of a beautiful child is lost. Consequences are due to that individual as well for the carelessness, but it's not for you to turn in everything that you signed in for to go join the other team. It don't work like that. On my mama. That kind of bring me in to the next thing that I want to talk about, because the Compton Sheriffs is making the news real heavyweight right now. They got a group called the it's gonna come to me, or I'm gonna look it up real quick. But anyway, it's crazy because I told y'all, I think I was supposed to go to court yesterday on the 4th. It's the ticket right here. Maybe y'all can see. I can't even really see what this date. Let me see the date part. Maybe y'all can help me make out exactly what it say. Tell me if I missed my court date, y'all. I think this is the court date right by my fingers. I couldn't tell if this was an 8-4 or a 9-4. Right there. Can y'all see it? If it's a 9 or an 8-4, give me a gang of them and y'all tell me in the chat. But the Compton Sheriffs pulled me over. They made me feel like I was getting oppressed by Serenos. They had masks on, not right here, but around their neck hanging. When they grabbed my door and went to take me out, the first thing out my mouth is, man, why you ain't got no mask on? Ooh. And they didn't put it right on. Then they caught themselves pulling me over for tent. So you pulling me over for tent. I got license, registrations, insurance, every shit. You pulling me over for tent. Why are you not requesting my documents or my information, my identification? The first move you do is grab me by my wrist and go to snatch me out the car. I just so happen to be on FaceTime with my daughter. And you know on FaceTime, when you screen record even, you don't get the audio. She thought to start screen recording, so I have some of the video without the audio. But I refuse to get out the car. This is pre-George Floyd. Very shortly. If you go, y'all that know when I spoke on it. And I refused to get out the car. I made them bring these 2 Hispanic sheriffs, males. I made them bring a sergeant. I told them I was scared. I pushed all that. Woo, I don't know what y'all on. You don't even have a mask. It's a pandemic going on. You don't care for my safety. Obviously, I pushed all that. So I forced them to call a sergeant. You know, that's a little trick you learned a long time ago in the streets that you can make them do. But I've learned long time ago, that don't do you no good. The sergeant gonna come and go with they play anyway. But just because I was letting them know, they're like, "What are you doing, man? You're making this worse on yourself. If you just let it go, it could be easy." I'm letting them know this is an inconvenience. You don't want this inconvenience in your life. So because you're gonna inconvenience me, and you're telling me this could have been fast and got me on. Well, now that's what you were looking for, fast and get on. Now I'm going to inconvenience you and stretch this out. Where's the sergeant? I know the sergeant is going to back your play, but so what? We're going to stretch this out now. So when the sergeant comes, she a female, Hispanic, and she's arrogant, very patronizing, asking me my issues. She listens intently, quietly the whole time. And as soon as I'm finished, she asks, are you done? And as soon as you're done, then she goes on to let you know, okay, I'm back in their play. Get out the car. I heard everything you said. Well, so now I'm trying to be extremely politely indignant by refusing to get out now. Do you have a supervisor, ma'am? Because I feel like now you were in cahoots with these officers that have been violating my rights this whole time. She says, no, I'm the boss. I said, well, what about at the station? She said, if you go to the station, you're going to have to deal with me too. I'm like, whoa. So, of course, eventually I complied. I knew I was 100% clean as a whistle. There was nothing to find. Let them put me through the unwarranted BS. And now, guess who they did the same exact thing to? The motherfucking mayor of Compton. Cuz she's a black woman, not mixed, high yellow or none of that. She's darker than me, look like a regular round the way sister. She run this thing. The Compton sheriffs done pulled her over with her husband and her child in the car. Searched her car for drugs. She's social. Salute to you, Asia, for not blowing the whistle prematurely, and because she could have shut it down. But because she knew she was being profiled and going through what her people have been going through for ages, she succumbed herself to suffer through it. And as she suffered through what we suffered through countless times, she waited till it was all over with to reveal when they realized who she was. And now, guess what? The Compton sheriff, they done bust up a whole ring of gangbangers that apparently seem to be Sereno type individuals, not implying that the CERT 13s is really involved in infiltrating and all that, but not putting nothing. I'm trying to tell you what I've been dealing with all my life by the sheriffs. You know how a sheriff officer, uniform, tuck fit, everything, nice fit, they jump out, pin, tight. In Compton, in the hood, LA, when the sheriffs jump out, the Mexican sheriffs, baggy, clothes don't fit right, attitude, tattoos, haircut look like the mama. And you know a job is just a job, y'all. When you take them uniform off, everybody go home and be around their friends and family. This is why we need to motivate more of ours to even join the force. I can't tell you the joy, the pleasure I experienced one time. I'm taking my son, Curvell, my youngest son, to the babysitter off of Vernon and Vermont and Slauson. So right on the corner of Vermont and Slauson, it's El Pollo Loco on the right. So he should have been in the car seat, but he too young he in the passenger seat. I'm driving early morning. Bam. Right? I'm going up Slauson. Right before I turn to right, I get rear-ended. Bam. It's a young Hispanic female that rear-ended me. Well, she jump out. She kind of shaking up or whatever. Woo. Got a call to get the police report. Woo. We standing there waiting on the police to respond. While we standing there waiting on the police to respond, I was on my way to take my son to a daycare where the owner of the daycare, she routinely every morning drives, shout out to Jackie, drives a van to go pick up other kids. So I'm supposed to meet her there by a certain time, so I won't hold her up from getting on her route. My son finna get in the van with her, and she gonna go pick up more kids. So when I make that ride on Vermont, my next move is to go a few more streets and make a left on her street, and he's there. So I'm almost there, bam, and I'm running late. So when she rear-ended me, bam, we standing out here waiting for the police to come. I call her, let her know what's happening. Like, look, I know you probably wait for me to pull up. So instead of that, I'm on your route leaving. You might as well whoop. So she come get my son. I'm putting him in the van. She leaving. So the female like, oh, what? You know, you better let him stay here. You gonna try to lie to the police? I said, man, I ain't trying to lie to no police. I'm not finna let your carelessness inconvenience me and my constituents any further this morning. You can tell the police what you want. He don't have nothing to do with this. He gotta go. But immediately she tried to make it seem like me letting my son leave was trying to change the like I was trying to hide the fact he was in the front seat. I don't know what she thought. But note this. The El Pollo Loco was not open yet, about to open, but there was employees there. And as we like pulled off the road into that parking lot, all the employees of the El Pollo Loco who happened to be Hispanic, Latino, came out and huddled around her in a bunch of support. So now the scene is me standing here by myself and she standing here with a community, I don't know the number, 8 to 10 people standing around her, waiting, comforting her, looking at her car, talking to her. So the police pulled up, bam. It was a black dude. So she went through her whole spiel about I left my son go, all that. And then she's making it sound bad on me. Then she like, after she gave her whole talk, the police told her like, I understand all that, ma'am, but anytime you hit somebody in the rear, you in the wrong, whatever. I have to write this report, put you at fault. He's right. And if you know in an accident, this is why you have to be careful about your interest in having a police report. Whenever the police show up to an auto accident, when they make a report, whoever they find in fault, that is what the insurance company is going to go off of. So once he stated that, I already knew it's bread coming, all that. We on our way to the doctor. But my back was hurting. But on my mama, the car finna get fixed, all that, because she dented it. But I say all that to say this. This is what I appreciated out of the whole scenario. He write the ticket in my favor, send them on their way, whatever. And then this black police officer walked over to me and was like, hey, check this out, bro. If she would have said anything about all that weed I smell, this would have went bad for you. Quit driving and smoking. Man, I had chills came over my body so cold. I was like, ooh. But that's how black we gotta be when we running out here bumping up against the sheriffs and they is gangbangers. And they with what y'all know, they with the whole thing. On my mama, shout out to Asia. They own it though. They cracking it up. But y'all never let me know what my court date was though. What is my court date? Man, y'all ain't got my back, cuz I showed y'all the court date. Ain't nobody told me the court date. My mama.
Overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie.
SPI
Can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. Everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
This time around, I ain't moving with a gang of homies. By my lonely, couple bad bitches hanging on me. For sure, sharpshooters on deck though. Will I ever let my foot up off these bitch niggas' neck? No. Blue Bentley getting blunted. Wonder how it come to that. Can't let a rat do me like they done my nigga Thundercat. Baymax, place nothing above my paper. Couple slugs for the haters, but I love my neighbors. Point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
On the east, the streets anticipate my new release. Legendary beast, peace to Lil Tootie Reese. 97,000 in a day's work. It hurt to read the paperwork, we from the same turf. Talking super turned up to make things worse. Passed out passes in the past, I take the blame first. Go hard when I'm cleaning up the backyard. Queerdos sound like a queen trying to act hard. I represent the truth, we don't play by the same rules. To There is no competition, cause I can't lose. Versus vicious, sell them like souvenirs. Blue diamonds in my ear, hella fly,
Overlook
boom
my
again.
competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
Look here, the haters act like he don't know me. One man gang, I don't need no homie. On the 7 these days, they don't even see him seldom. Kind of money, who done touch more than me and Melvin? Anybody help him? Hell no, ho. Straight line dollars, they'll dog dough. SBI spot, can't never have it. Eastside legend like A7 Magic. Honcho hustle. Plus see the bomb in the booth, counting coins like Chucky from Swan. How the most easy with the ends gon' bow down. Ballin', clowning like Benzo.
Overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
The marijuana-thon continues. Great, good vibes is all I want to send you. Good looking, Roman Stewart. I see you on that Cash App thing, and just for y'all that might be guessing, I want y'all to know this is not a t-shirt. This thing got one of these things on it. This one of them battle rapper things. It's like some New Jersey twerk type. On my mama. And this hat, this ain't the regular degular. This right here is like embroidery, like that's some thickery, like on my mama. These items and similar items, the whole sundry multitude of items could be found at BayMacStreetwear.com. On top of that, we got a whole nother line of designs and items that you could find at BayMac.BitCartel.com. Look, there it goes. It's coming across the screen. Look. Oh, they got, it's a little more higher end. I'm going to let y'all know. If you're going to the Baymac Big Cartel, just put a few more coins in your coin perks when you get there, because it's a little more high end than the Baymac Streetwear. However, there are more, it's a more variety at Baymac Streetwear, more accessible. You see, it's what I am in most commonly, but that's where you can get all them designs at. On my mama. I want to say good looking to everybody that lit up the chat. I had pinned this comment for a reason because I didn't want to forget it. Y'all know I be doing that. What do you think about the FBG Duck death? What do I think about the death of anybody black, of any human, and then definitely in this climate, particularly and periodly, anybody black, especially not knowing that they were deserving of some type of early death because of some type of obscure violation or something that they have done. You know, it's a horrible thing. If you listen to the record that we listen to every time we start to wake and bake, I won't complain. We all lose every time black blood bleed. Them is lyrics, you know, from my soul, from my spirit. So rest in peace to him. However, I don't know much about the circumstances. I've seen the headlines. One headline that did catch my eye as I was scrolling, and I didn't click on this either, but the headline said something that made me think he gave his life saving or looking out for someone else. And I do know biblically that the Bible states that there is no greater love that a man have than to lay down his life for a friend. So I want to say rest in peace to him. I know he was a member of the hip-hop community and culture, which I am a member of. He was also a member of the melanated population upon the earth, which I am a member of. And he's also from, you know, if you had to have a discussion, it's no discussion about more influential. Even though some people from Chicago, because of, you know, personal, might want to debate. The more influential culture as far as street culture over the whole world has been Los Angeles. But a very close and near second is Chicago. And I just know it go down out there and it pops. Another reason why you'll never see me going to show up and perhaps putting the potential of letting a rat do me like they did my nigga Thundercat. And it's still a cold thing that instead of there being a Thundercat left, now there's a Thunder Rat. Oh, my mama, who just lit it up? I'm a guy in the gym. All right, big old buff cuz, I appreciate for that screen up. Ice cream for winter. Don't you know my baby can't eat ice cream? She too young for ice cream. We give her that and she gag and throw up, give her popsicles. From now on, she don't eat nothing but what's on the menu. Oh my mama. We tried all that extras. Winter, she don't do well with the extras. She's just now on baby food. She loves bananas. She deal with the applesauce. We trying to get her on these carrots and things. Oh my mama.
We getting rich off beats.
Short fuse with the long clip. Think I'ma slip, you fucking with the wrong crib. End of the road, part of the journey. Get up off that gurney, gotta call the attorney. Time is money, mine kinda expensive. You can find me minding my business. Love blind, I see y'all hate me. Sleep with one eye open, heat off safety. Smoking medicated dope in my own lane. Sophisticated scope with the long aim. On one, out here hitting corners. On us, better act like you know cuz I'm in a function by myself. With number some stuffed inside my belt. Same old loc with a bit more money. So run me my dough and get demo dummy on hood.
Beat the box on the bitch like it needed an initiation. Baby. Rich blood, strip club, and the bitch hugging me, talking about she loving the thug. Getting me all in the club with the snub with me. Yeah, she heard about the dick and I got drugs in me. Cold nigga, turn the bitch a go get it. She gon' leave here a square, return a hoe nigga. Go Willa, front line PI dope dealer. Bottom line, I'm a figure road nigga. I be sending shit. Burner on my hip, it's never in the whip. Real gangbangers know the manuscript. Got my eye on the homies and I watch the crib. Heavy on my tip, cause niggas is pushing politics. And Dimmer Lane is my affiliation. Let a nigga play the day, I got the situation. I leave a pussy bleed like administration. Stretch a nigga like a limo, give a demonstration. Demonstration. Let a nigga try to trip right now, I got the situation. Baby. Said a nigga doing demonstrations. Beat the box on the bitch like it needed an initiation. Baby.
Okay, I guess I must have missed the memo. But since I'm here, might as well give a demo. Doctor say, suck to something with my mental. Cause every gunshot sounds like an instrumental. I blow blunts till I'm bronchitis. Tell her put your mouth on the bitch but don't bite it. If I put it in the bag, niggas gon' buy it. Any coast to the streets, then I'm gon' buy it. That from day one, I ain't have to get quartered on. Squeeze you with the needle, we shots like cortisone. So by the cortisone. Watch killers turn skillers, hurt my cortisone. I went to war for any penny they was shorted on. Even they states off the place that they snorted on. Reported on by some niggas I supported. Got wiretaps and pics, same phone they recorded on.
Demonstration. Let a nigga try to trip right now, I got the situation. Baby. Said a nigga doing demonstrations. Beat the box on the bitch like it needed an initiation. Baby.
Beach, neighborhood, Will to the whoever your name is to the D. I don't give a f about your question. Dancing, I ain't danced a day in my life. What I like dancing around your question? Oh, my mama. Danced around your question. I picked another question that was interesting to me, which is it? Did you see the Respect My Crippin' vid Calvin did? Cuz, oh my, I'm glad you asked me that. Cause I ain't heard the song, I ain't seen the video. Once again, just see the headlines. Nothing else to see. What Crippin' is there to respect For one, you run around get babysitted by Whack No Honey, and he not even a respected Pyru, but that's your babysitter. On top of that, look who you got in your video. You got the French tip Crip. What is there to respect? On top of the fact that Blueface got robbed in November of, what's this, 2020? It was either 2019, it was 2018, I believe, in the Santa Clarita area. Some whatever transpired, whatever. I ain't gonna say he actually marked out in the scenario when he got robbed. You know, you nigga the drop on you, got the drop on you. Cause it didn't work out in the robbery. But guess what? He made a report on Crip. What's them what's them people name? Cause let me give them they shout out too, cause they official. With the new web, I want to call them new. Crown Court TV. I don't know the way they got their Crown. Yeah, Crown Courts TV. Tap into them. They the ones that I heard Thunder Rat testimony on Crown Courts. They read. They content is basically about reading a lot of transcripts from murder trials, high profile. You got shout out to Crown Courts TV. Y'all got some content about Cliffy Tippy Tip Harris on y'all channel in his case, but y'all need to have Ling Ming with her sexy voice read the transcripts from the Jose Thomas trial where T.I. testified for 45 minutes on behalf of the prosecution. You in the game, just think about the numbers, the views you would get if you could have her read T.I. read that whole trial through like y'all did. I've heard some interesting trials on there. Some boys in Baltimore. I heard some stuff about Jimmy Hinchman. We'll probably talk about that at another time. I see you, BKMC. Much love in the Cash App on my mama. But y'all need to do that Crown Course on my mama on Goddard, because y'all ain't keeping it fair. Y'all speaking, y'all keep it right down the middle. And that's the reputation you have developed, you are developing, and you have a duty to maintain. So y'all keep it right down the middle. Obviously, y'all know how to go right and get these public records. Cuz sat on the stand on behalf of the prosecution in the murder trial of Jose Thomas in Cleveland, Ohio. Let's get that, man. Shout out to Crown Court on my mama. I trust and believe. If you go check out their channel and you hear what I just said, if somehow my humble message would reach the ears of anyone affiliated with their situation, it's coming soon. You will hear the trial of Jose Thomas. They owe us to that just because what they developing. But yeah, your boy, you know, the people who allegedly robbed him are not of the same race as him, and but now they have warrants on my mama. So you know the statute of limitations. He got some cats on the run for a number of years based on a statement that he gave after he was robbed. That's Blueface. So Crown Court TV, if you can find those documents as well, Santa Clarita, California, I believe it was November of 2018, he was involved in a robbery where he gave a statement. You will find Cash Jones, I forget his wife's first name. Never really knew it, but I've heard it. Her name is also included in the statement. They all three gave statements on the incident. You might find that content quite entertaining on your attempt to blow up in the genre of video producing that you have become so remarkably known to do so well. Oh my mama. But yeah, I don't see no respect in no Crip in the respect. You already know Whack No Honey was caught on the phone trying to tell another cat about what type of artist is successful in this industry, and he used the artist that he supposedly managed as an example, Doja, and he was like, you know how much time he actually spent in the Bompton streets? And he was trying to indicate basically zero, and he was saying that these are the type of artists that are successful. And then he said in the same conversation, all them niggas that's really with it and it's too hard, they don't make it. So he made this statement. The conversation was recorded and made viral. I hadn't spoke to Whack No 100 in quite some time. But when I finally pulled up on him and hollered at him, I'm like, when you made that statement, and you was talking about the niggas that's too real for the industry that don't get in because they too real, you was talking about me, huh? He was like, you goddamn right. That's on my dead homies and my daughters. Tell them that while you on the internet running your mouth all the time, you big old hoe. Oh, my mama. But beside that, I don't want to get off. Yeah, the respect your Crippin'. I don't know no Crippin' to respect, they whole situation. He said he respect Cash Money. So how I'm gonna respect your Crippin' when Cash Money is some 5-star corny bloods? I just did a video about a cat that claimed me from New Orleans and claimed me a blood, and my comments are filled with nothing but New Orleans residents saying there are no bloods there. So I'm confused. Y'all big homie financier is friends with Alan Gumblatt, and so is Whack No 100, and as much as Baby and Wayne have kissed on the mouth in public, imagine how much they've kissed in the private, and these is y'all partners. I don't know how you respect that Crippin', and then you got the French Tip Crip on there, who also has given statements to the police about not only murders, but him being assaulted. Nothing to respect. And that's on Crip, on the dead lows, on my mama. EC business.
know what you want to call it, with his brother Big Face 100. Face been on his head lately, basically. Just from what I can take through social media, speaking his mind, reacting to certain things that he see. And somebody, of course, put this in my DM. I know them Big Face and Doja pretty well. I won't say extremely well, but I know both of them quite well. And I think about them a little more than y'all know, because it's a 24-hour weed spot on Wilmington, right across the street from Brazil. On Crip, cuz the only one in Compton, the only one I know of. So I be in that motherfucker. It's the only one over 24. You want some weed, 4 about it, 3 about it. That's where you gotta go. And they got some bunk in that motherfucker on my mama. But I go, you gotta go, because it's the only place to be open. But anyway, they been going on some spit spat. So I guess this was the picture. No, that ain't the picture. It was what's the first one? Let's see, bam. We gonna do it like this. This was a post that Doja, the bitch boy Doja, he posted this right here, right? So his post, it went something like this. I can't read that. I'm letting y'all know right now. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm looking for the same content in my gallery in my phone, but I found it. So I did some boo-boo. Hold up. It's what happened when you pre-produce a whole show by yourself, man. Managing content has become a task. It has become a task of mine that I am still mastering. I apologize for this slight delay in what I'm okay. This was Doja post. If you don't know Doja's IG, it's Los Angeles Confidential on Instagram. His post was a picture of a bunch of Pyrus flamed up, and his caption was, "Spent some of my wildest days on my block with the homies. I took Cedar around the world." So then, that's the I'm gonna show y'all the picture he posted, but this right here, what we looking at, is Big Face 100. This cuz comment on that. Let's see what cuz had to say. No, Big Face posted the same picture. I don't know. He posted the picture and with the caption on his own page, it looked like. And this is his caption. This nigga done did more for Crips than he have. Shout out G Malone. Shout out Neighborhood Nip. Oh, blah. That he have for Cedar Block. Name a nigga from the block that has you to thank for his success, or even putting him in the path to it. When it comes to being what and who you say you are and really being down for yours, I got 2 words for you. Nipsey Hussle. No, better yet, I got 2 letters for you. YG. Better yet, I got 3 letters for you. SPI. Look what he did for the queerdo and what he's doing to him right now. Anyway, you not from Westside Bompton, bro. You just pulled up on me a few times growing up. This pic was taken at my young homie funeral service. In life, he had to network with Nip to get his shit on. You shouldn't even speak on Cedar Block Pyru or 554. Oh, my mama. I was like, oh, then I seen this right here on the same little subject. Not blew my mind, but I found funny too. This is probably the funniest part of it all. Hold on, y'all. Here we go. Bam. I ain't really, so somebody asked Face, he like, man, look, for all that, bro, was he a stripper named Hurricane, bro? I got half a sour diesel on the line. I say he is. If I lose, it's double. If I win, it's on the house. So is this an urban legend? So his brother answer is right about the thong, but wrong about the name. Do you still win, or is it a break even? On my mama, I just need the Google gang. A lot of y'all new Google gang might not realize, but the person, don't miss this movie. I'm controlling the whole I'm the one who let the world know that his name is not Hurricane, it's Doja. So that's what Big Face 100 is referring to. His name ain't Hurricane, it's Doja, but he did wear that thong. And I told him I promise not to do no more songs if you promise that you will wear no more thongs. But it's crazy after all these years, you know, finally, vindication. I remember at one time when I was pulling up on Rosecrans and Central at the music store at a CD signing, 4 Deep, which is basically by myself if you knew how many Pyrus was present. I'm going to keep it a Google. Glasses Malone, G Malone, he was Blue Division, Wall Street at the time. So because when I pulled up like that, I had an immediate escort into the VIP access to the scenario. And I was able to enter through the back. And while this nigga Doja was signing CDs and autographs, he had just said some slick to one of my to some of my homegirls that was in line, asking me about why he had said something slick on TV regarding to me recently, and he said something slick to them. They called me like, we've been in line for an hour. They had called me before and told me, we got your t-shirts on, we in line, you got to buy a CD to get autographed, but we finna buy this CD and we finna ask him why he didn't mention you on the Wooty Woo. I'm like, y'all crazy, but all right, whatever. So right after that went on, they called me back like, this bitch ass nigga say I didn't give him a shout out because same reason I didn't give my mama a shout out. The whole question wasn't why you didn't give him a shout out. They asked him what's going on with G Unit next year, and he gave a list of artists and didn't include me. So the homegirls was hot because they just knew the business. It had nothing to do with me. But when they called and told me that, now I'm irritated to the point where, cut, take me up here. So we go up there 4D, dead homies on my mama. So after that, the next time he saw me, I was behind him, digging my fingers into this little, you know, that clavicle area, hard as a muff. I remember 2 T's was standing like, Doja was at the table signing autographs. 2 T's was like to his right, slightly in front of him. And when I entered in, Big Face 100 was sitting down, like behind 2 T's and Doja. Meaning when I came from the back, I encountered Face first. 2 T's had his back to me to the point where he was watching the crowd, holding Doja down to the whole thing. So I'm standing there, it's a tight quarters, some tension in the room. I'm waiting to get at Doja. So while Doja's signing autographs, I get at Big Face. Like, what's happening with your bro? Wooty wooty woo. I remember Big Face pointing at it, doing like this, pointing at his neck. He had a tattoo said my brother's keeper. He was like, I ain't no rapper. I'm a gangster. My brother the rapper. You have to talk to my brother. I'm like, all right, say less. It blew my mind. I don't think Big Face remembered that moment when he was telling me this. Years later, he was telling me that Game became a rapper, looking at his rap book, trying to be like him. I'm like, wait, I thought you was the... But never mind, back on story. 2 T's was standing where I told you he was standing. So I hit 2 T's phone from behind him, and I'm thinking, I seen him look down at his phone. I'm thinking he gonna answer the phone or respond, but instead he turned right around and looked at me, meaning I've been here for 3-4 minutes. He ain't nodded, looked at me and spoke either, and you knew I was here. So my next thing is to put this big old fat middle finger right here. Got the hugest hands and I might just use them, man. I put it way in Doja clavicle like, He turned around, and I remember Cuz tried to like, he looked at me, then when it was over with, finished signing, he tried to get up and walk past me and leave the venue like he wasn't finna holler at me. Put him in one of them old stretch up headlocks. Let me holler at you, cuz. Got at him, whatever. I don't remember the details. I don't even remember why I got on this story, you know, my mama. But yeah, oh yeah, Big Face 100 and all them though, like that's what Face had told me about the rap-ish. To see him actually doing videos and rapping down the line really was a me up. Cause that nigga said, I'm my brother's keeper. I ain't no rapper. I'm a gangster. My brother the rapper. You want to talk about rap, you got to ask my brother. Then I look up, he doing videos. After he did interviews in the middle of his block explaining why he got dropped and didn't fight back. Y'all know I'm the one that made Big Face 100 famous. You know that, right? Before it was viral videos in our culture as far as hip-hop and World Star, SPI brought y'all the first one. Do your research. Find out. Oh, baba. I ain't lying. I ain't gonna even play with the game. I'm finna get up out of here like that. I know I ain't looked at no clock. I could just tell by the body clock, the energy clock. I done held y'all too long. I apologize. I ain't gonna be like them fake preachers talking about, all right, I ain't gonna hold you long. Blah. We up out of here. Be about your marathon all costs. Dead homies.
My mom always says that I have an old soul. Whatever that means. She says that while other kids worry about toys, I worry about helping those in need. I guess that's true, but I still love toys too. I think what makes me different from other kids is that I'm Riley and they're not. The end.
It's Neighborhood Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that. Yeah, Neighborhood Nip Hustle. Giving a shout out right now to SPI in the streets, my nigga Spotter Low, y'all already know what it is. Schwarzenegger. Oh yeah, and don't forget check my website out too. NipseyHustle.com.
Streets.net. Shout out my nigga SPI. Gotta get back in and do it again. My nigga, you already know what it is.
Tupac of my generation, Pac was highly intelligent, but in our culture, street culture, especially in his generation, intelligence was viewed as a form of weakness. How do you get the people that's really affected by, you know, what we trying to solve involved?
Yeah. Family broken, so I stand with my niggas. Showed up to every shootout, but I ran for my feelings. No time for those, I got a plan to get millions. Whoever don't agree, I see you back at the buildings. That's why I never let y'all act like a victim. That's why I never let y'all kill my ambition. You weren't built for the mission. Park my colors in the back of the village. Remember Tony started washing them dishes. It was all a decision. Fast died, he took a part of me with him. Heart broken like my artery missing. Just fuck all of you niggas. Team broke, they can't harvest you, nigga. Swore shit, it got a heart to it, nigga.
I used to know you weren't gon' fold 'em. I used to know that I could count on you. All that pressure they bestowed on. Pray my son never face what I go through. Yeah. Get it, don't wear the crown right. And if it be feeling like what it sound like. Now my life was a struggle and it get worse, I ain't complain about it. I just can't never feel the same about it. My life built on damage, ain't understanding, can't call family, no. Got crossed by my closest, I ain't gon' show too much emotion, no. My low one call my phone, I pick her right away. I know I'm living wrong, if it's the right way. I was too busy trying to get heavy, I was lightweight. A lot of niggas that came in with me ain't on my side today. I been trying to live with some of these songs in case I die today. Every time I need something lean on, I drank that spot away. So it don't feel how it feels to me. Cause I've been through it and it did what it did to me. I trusted you and that was big for me. This my little partner, you do that big for me. And I ain't never jumped in my feelings, I used to know you wouldn't fold 'em. I used to know that I could count on you. All that pressure they bestowed on. Pray my son never face what I go through. Yeah. Get it, don't wear the crown right. And if it be feeling like what it sound like. All my life was a struggle and it get worse, I ain't complain about it. I just can't never feel the same about it.
Mathematical mogul, marathoning, making moves, taking the heartbreaking news, made major breaking news. Nephews, nieces, siblings, seeds, they confused. Waking up, shaking, aching, praying that it's April Fool's. Chosen child from the now down, stakes is huge. Snakes and fakes straddling the gate, it's too late to choose. Through violent visions, gave victory, paid your dues. Motivated, demonstrated, elevated views. Truths don't die, we multiply. I ain't make the rules. Self-medicate, meditate, and celebrate the blues. Neighborhood, roller coaster, you can take the cruise, I'm good. Blue laces, suede Puma's favorite shoes. Jesus to the generations, you never save me on my babies. Most beautiful gift Pluto ever gave me. For such a precious life, who decides price? I couldn't view the slide twice, cause they crucified Christ. You know that I could count on you. All that pressure they bestowed on. Pray my son never face what I go through. Yeah. Get it, don't wear the crown right. And if it be feeling like what it sound like. Now my life was a struggle and it get worse, I ain't complain about it. I just can't never feel the same about it. My life built on damage, ain't understanding, can't call family, no. Got crossed by my closest, I ain't gon' show too much emotion, no. My low one call my phone, I pick her right away. I know I'm living wrong, if it's the right way. I was too busy trying to get heavy, I was lightweight. A
lot of niggas that came in with me ain't on my side today. I been trying to live with some of these songs in case I die today. Every time I need something lean on, I drank that spot away. So it don't feel how it feels to me, cause I've been through it and it did what it did to me. I trusted you and that was big for me. This my little partner, you do that big for me. And I ain't never jumped in my feelings out here. You swore that you want no food on me. You swore know that I can count on you. All that pressure they bestowed on me. Pray my son never face what I go through. And a nigga to get it, don't wear the crown right. And if it been feeling like what it sound like. Thought my life was a struggle and it get worse, I ain't complain about it. I just can't never feel the same about it.
I'm out here in the A with it, fuck with my niggas. Thank you, this Hitman West shit. I'm gonna be the spokesperson for this whole Hitman West shit. Y'all know what it is, my nigga. I'm the new voice of the West. A and B, Slauson Boys, all money in. And that's what it is. We representing this Hitman West, my nigga. We creating an outlet, connecting the dots. You know what it is. From LA to the A, all the way to NY.